हेलो एवरीवन। स्वागत है आप लोगों का अनअकैडमी के इस यूट्यूब चैनल पर, जहां पर हम आपके लिए लाते हैं टॉपर्स। हम आपके लिए लाते हैं ऑफिसर्स जिन्होंने इंडिया के बहुत बड़े बड़े एग्जामिनेशंस को क्रैक किया है, जैसे गेट एग्जामिनेशन, जैसे यूपीएससी इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज एग्जामिनेशन। तो ऐसे ही आज हमारे साथ एक लेजेंड बैठे हुए हैं। बहुत ही बहुत ही अच्छा स्टोरी आप लोगों को आज शेयर करने के लिए मिलेगा, क्योंकि हमारे साथ जो बैठे हुए हैं उन्होंने एक एमएनसी में जॉब किया है, फिर उसके बाद उसे छोड़ के वो प्रिपरेशन करने लगे इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज की, और आज हमारे सामने एक इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज ऑफिसर, ग्रेड 1 ऑफिसर की तरह बैठे हुए हैं। बहुत अच्छा हम लोगों को यहाँ पर जर्नी मिलने वाली है। तो सर, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है हमारे शो में। कैसा लग रहा है आपको?
Thank you so much, sir, for such a nice introduction. Thank you. I am Ajay. I have secured All India rank 26 in engineering services this year from electronics and telecommunication stream.
बहुत अच्छा सर, मतलब इट इज रियली अ बिग ड्रीम फॉर टू मेनी पीपल टू हैव सीट इन यूपीएससी इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज एग्जामिनेशन। बट आपकी जो स्टोरी है वो सबसे ज्यादा डिफरेंट हम लोगों के लिए इस तरफ से है ना, कि आप अपने जॉब करते रहे, अच्छा खासा आपने 2 साल जॉब किया। उसके बारे में बताइए कि हाउ डिड यू स्विच फ्रॉम अ जॉब टू इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज प्रिपरेशन। वो मतलब वो फेज हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को बताइए।
So basically, I'll start from beginning. BTech में मेरा engineering services का कोई plan नहीं था. Like when I got placed in campus placement, I did not want to take risk that time to take a drop and write engineering services. तो मैंने सोचा जॉब लेके पैरेलली गेट की तैयारी करूँ. So I have joined the job and I could not prepare parallelly for gate. So I am preparing for gate and I started carry on with my job. And after 2 years, I was not really satisfied with my job. So that time I had to see other career opportunities also. That time I got upon like many opportunities. Like I have written GRE TOEFL and I was planning for a masters in abroad also. But then due to family conditions, I had to stay back here. So that was the time I chose. That time I chose GATE and DSE are the two options for engineers. So that's the reason I left my job in Infosys and started preparing for engineering services.
It might have been a really like a big decision for you to leave a job. क्योंकि मैं ना ये बोल सकता हूँ, क्योंकि you had worked for more than 2 years. Most of the engineers, all your colleagues will be thinking like, I need to shift, I need to have a hike, है ना? So why was it your decision to shift to a government job? Because you already know that there is a lot of scarcity of jobs in India. So what made you to switch into a very competitive examination, that too of UPSC? How did you get that thing inside you? Who told you about this examination? And what was your basic psychology about giving this examination?
Basically, when I was leaving my job, I thought of preparing for GATE actually, taking drop and preparing for GATE. But then one of my seniors, named Pradeep, he suggested me to prepare for engineering services instead of GATE, because through GATE there are very less jobs for engineers in EC. So then I saw the syllabus of UPSC engineering services, and then I thought syllabus was बहुत अच्छा है. So then I started preparing for engineering services. Yeah, that job shift option was also there. Like I could always switch to a other job in private sector also. But as I said earlier, that job satisfaction was not there. That's the main reason I left my job and started preparing for this.
Preparing. So the first thing I want to ask you is that how was the feeling there when you saw your result, and how many years did it took for you to get a good rank? You already mentioned that you had a drop of 2 years, I think. So wo jab wo result aaya, how was that day? Can you explain that in your words? Like, how did you see the result and your reaction?
So the results were announced on 12th of April around 5:36 in the evening. When I found my name in the PDF, like I could not describe it in words. I was extremely happy and also I was crying. So immediately I called my parents and my close friends. So it was a very happy day, and I used to continuously get calls and messages for next 2 to 3 days. So that was one of those days which I'll cherish forever.
So I want to ask you one question. Like, you made a decision that you'll be leaving your job and you want to continue and prepare for an examination, and for the first time you didn't get that. So, was there a feeling of regret, or you were having some mixed feelings that I have done a wrong decision? And what made you to work on this preparation for one more year?
Yes, sir. A very good question. In my first attempt, I appeared in interview but could not make it to the final list. I fell short of 30 marks in my first attempt. So that time मुझे काफ़ी confidence मिला है. I was not really confident in conventional type of exams. Like this was the first exam. So I thought with this preparation I was able to appear till interview. So if I change some things in my preparation, I could definitely succeed in my next further attempts. So that's the reason I have appeared second time. And fortunate enough this time I was able to make it.
Really good. I want to know your secret of positivity. There might be one time you might have failed. Your colleagues would have, your friends would have told that you have made a bad decision, you have made a wrong decision. So how did you maintain your positivity? Can you share that deep secret from your side so that students or any aspirant who is working because of any problem, there might be some society problems or some family problems, they have joined some work and now they want to switch because of the job satisfaction thing. So what is that motivation that made you continue into this?
Yes, sir. Sir, I always wanted to have a plan B. So that's the reason I have written GATE also. I thought if I could not make it in second attempt also, then I can always pursue masters in IITs, and that career is also a good option. So likewise, it's always good to have a plan B, so that you don't feel demotivated and depressed.
Really good. So I'll be starting with the networks topic, and can you divide इसके बाद कौन से subjects को करना चाहिए, and when should we give the test series? I want to know that one.
Sir, whenever if you are preparing one subject, parallelly you have to give subject-wise test series. And once in 2 to 3 months, you can give multiple subjects test series also. Like there is a combination of 2 subjects where you can attempt that test also. But frequently revision should be there. If you are reading one subject this month and studying the other subject next month, you have to parallelly revise the whole subjects also. So revision is the key here for engineering sciences.
So can you explain me more about the prelims part? Okay, if I want to have really good marks in prelims, so what all subjects should I start with? And please differentiate with the technical subjects and the non-tech subjects.
Sir, prelims was my favorite part in all the 3 stages. I scored really well in the first attempt and second attempt also. So in coming to GS part, for subjects like environment, ICT and current affairs, I wanted to thank one person, Saurabh Pandey sir. He is working in an academy. I did not thank him personally, but through this video I want to thank him from bottom of my heart, because if he is not there, I would have got 20 to 30 marks less than my actual marks, because his notes was so much helpful that I can't thank him enough. So I'll suggest all the aspirants to follow his notes, especially for ICT, current affairs and environment. And coming to other subjects like aptitude and mathematics, I was always good at it. I believe I was good at it. So with these 5 to 6 subjects preparation, you can score good in GS point of view. I scored 83 marks in GS and 203 in technical paper in prelims. Coming to technical paper, previous year's questions are very important, sir. If you solve 2 to 3 times of previous year ESC prelims objective grades, you are very well prepared for the exam. Because I have done only that. I have just solved previous year questions and I have revised my short notes, and I scored 203 in technical paper in prelims.
Okay, really good. So can I know what was the basic difference that you had in the first attempt and the second attempt which made you a topper? You might have changed your strategies, you might have changed anything that you want to share.
So basically, the major difference was there in mains section. Like my first attempt in UPSC, ESC Engineering Services mains, question selection is really important. We have to select 5 questions out of 8 questions. So if QCAB format is there, I mean you won't get extra space for other questions if you make any mistake. So that will be a major setback if you commit any mistake. So that was the thing that I could not get selected in my first attempt. I have selected a wrong question, and at the end of the answer, I got to know that I have completely messed it up. So I didn't have any space to write it further, and I can't select other question also. So question selection is very crucial. It will be life game changer.
रियली गुड. मतलब वही है कि आपने मतलब ये कह सकते हैं ना कि आपने इनफ प्रैक्टिस नहीं किया था. अगर आप बहुत ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस किए होते ड्यूरिंग योर मेंस प्रिपरेशन, सो यू माइट हैव नोन दैट कि ये गलती नहीं करनी है.
Yes, absolutely true, sir.
बिल्कुल.
If you have done enough practice, then you will be able to differentiate that which question you have to select. Yeah.
ओके. सो जैसे अगर हम लोग प्रिपरेशन करते हैं, आगे बढ़ते रहते हैं, मेंस का टॉपिक भी आ गया है, व्हाट विल यू सजेस्ट फॉर इंटरव्यूज? लाइक किस तरीके से प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए, एंड जस्ट एक्सप्लेन योर इंटरव्यू डे कि व्हाट आर द क्वेश्चंस दैट वर आस्क्ड टू यू
Yes, sir.
एंड हाउ यू डॉज्ड देम. जस्ट
Sir, luckily I have got the same panel both the times. Satyavati ma'am panel. Both the times I got the same panel, and I got the same marks. Not even a single mark difference was there. I got the same marks 2 years. So while practicing, I used to talk in front of mirror so that I could see my expressions, and if I'm stumbling somewhere, I can make corrections. So I used to practice in front of mirror, and I have attended a lot of mock interviews also. And coming to the main interview day, I kept my hobbies as gratitude journaling and playing badminton in my tab. So there were so many questions related to gratitude journaling. How will that impact your day-to-day life? How did that improve your mental peace? Like that, there were so many questions regarding that hobby. And most of the questions are from technical side. Like they have asked more questions in satellite communication. And they have even asked me to solve two problems in probability and statistics also. Like they have given some two problems in probability, and I have to solve and tell them the answer.
Okay.
So it was quite an interesting experience.
Okay, so if I'll ask you like कि किस तरीके से DAF फॉर्म भरना चाहिए, DAF जो आपको बोल दिया जाता है, so how should you fill it? Like what all important information should be included in it, and what all should not be included in it?
I feel we should not just fill it for the namesake. Like watching TV, listening songs. These hobbies are not that good to fill, because those are not really, good hobbies to pursue, right? Like they can't even ask good questions regarding those hobbies. So if you are really good at something, if you are really passionate about something, then you can always fill that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And next question is like, can you tell us strategies? Like, what shall be the strategy 1 year before the engineering services examination, 1 week before the engineering services examination, and just 1 day before the engineering services examination?
Sir, whenever you start preparing, you should always prepare a short notes along with your main notes. That is really important for engineering services, especially prelims, because there are 12 subjects in technical itself and 8 to 9 subjects in general studies. So revising class notes every time is really difficult. So whenever you have asked stages wise, if it is 1 year before, when you have to prepare your class notes, and parallelly you have to prepare short notes also. Like if you are 3 months ahead, then you have to revise your class notes once. If you are about 1 month or 1 week, then you have to only study and revise short notes. And before the exam day, there is no need to prepare much. You can relax. But short notes is really very crucial, especially for prelims point of view. Because 1 week before the exam, if you want to revise, you can't revise the entire notes of 12 subjects, right? So it's always suggestible to prepare short notes along with the main notes. And that should be really concise. Yeah. For single subject, it should be hardly 10 pages or 10 to 15 pages. It's not like again preparing one more class notes. So writing everything again in the short notes doesn't make much difference, right? So it's you should only write those things which are really important and which you'll forget at a later point of time.
So I want to ask you this question only now कि how to make a short notes, like किस समय पे बनाना चाहिए? We shall start it from the very beginning when we read the subject,
No,
or after reading it, and how shall we include in it and everything?
No, sir, you should not prepare it at the starting itself, because when you are preparing it the short starting itself, you'll write everything again in the short notes.
Hmm.
Like you'll feel everything is important, every formula is important, and you'll write everything in the short notes. So there is of no much use if that's the case. So first time when you are listening classes or when you are reading textbooks, first time prepare your main notes. If you are revising, so whenever you are revising for the first time, that time you can write the most important points. I mean to say, when you are studying for the second time, that time you have to prepare short notes, because whenever you are preparing first time itself, if you start writing class short notes, it will become two class notes again, because you feel every line is important and you note it down again. So there is of no much use.
Okay, okay, okay. Really good. And can you tell me more about like what should be done just before the day of examination? Like how can you concentrate yourself? Like how can you focus yourself on your aim? And just one day before strategy, I want to know from your side.
Sir, what I did was, in our electronics and communication, there are some topics we will always forget. Like even though you prepare short notes, how many times you revise, also you will
Hmm.
always forget.
Hmm.
So I kept those subjects for that day before exam. Like I did not take complete rest before that day, because I had to revise these things. So I have already made a point what all should I revise the day before exam. So I have studied those things the day before exam. But I made it a point that I should sleep early. Like I slept around 8:39 in the night before the day exam. I mean I did not wake up till midnight, 1 2 days. Like
Hmm. So, and on the day of exam, like what all things should you keep in your mind? Like ये करना है, ये नहीं करना है, and how shall you attempt the questions? Please explain that part also.
yes sir. So prelims में तो I used to solve 20 to 30 questions at a time and then bubble accordingly,
Hmm.
because I felt bubbling every question simultaneously requires a lot of time and effort also. So I used to solve 20 to 30 questions and mark it accordingly. But I mean, after 2 hours, after 2.5 hours, I'll bubble simultaneously. Like I can't take the risk of filling 10 to 15 questions, right? So after 2.5 hours, I'll mark I'll bubble simultaneously. But in the beginning, I used to solve 20 to 30 questions at a time.
Hmm.
And coming to GS point, it's really important to learn how to eliminate the options. Like most
Okay.
of the questions, we might not know exact answer. Like, but we can arrive at the answer. But if we eliminate the other options, like in ICT or current affairs, so you can always eliminate the two options. The risk lies in the other two options only. So we have to learn that by practicing more number of practices.
Practice. Okay, really great. So, like we have covered all the important parts. We have covered the prelims. We have covered the mains. We have covered the interview part. Now, let's cover upon you. Like, can you explain how are you? Like, were you always a studious boy? From where do you belong? And how was your life before this examination up till your schooling age? Okay.
Sir, I scored really good in 10th and 12th standards. In BTech also, I have a decent CGPA.
Hmm.
But in BTech, the issue was that I did not study sincerely. Like we used to study the day, 2 days, 1 or 2 days before exam, and we used to attempt. Still, we got a good CGPA,
Hmm.
but knowledge-wise, itna nahi hai. So when I was leaving job, I had to start from scratch again.
Hmm.
So that was a big hurdle in the beginning. But yeah, once if you start practicing, it will be habituated.
It would be habituated. But you just have to have that zeal inside you, that
Yeah.
target that you want to crack this examination, and you have to do it at any cost. So this is the thing
The
that.
In the beginning it might get difficult,
Hmm.
even for BTech graduates also, if they are taking a year drop. In the
Hmm.
beginning it might get difficult, but 1 or 2 months down the line, eventually it will get habitual.
तो सर मैं बस एक क्वेश्चन बहुत अच्छे से आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ. As soon as you left your job, what was your schedule? How did you manage to study for longer hours, and how you made your focus? Because what I hear from a lot of aspirants or a lot of people who are again preparing is that they cannot focus again, or they say that it is said ना कि पैसा आने लगता है तो again it is really difficult for you to focus on to exams. So what was your mantra? What you had focused upon so that you can get the marks in your examination.
That's really true. If you want to leave a job and start preparing, uh, I mean, you don't get that feel
Motivation.
of leaving job. Yeah, but as I already told, satisfaction nahi tha. So every day I was just enjoying, and I was not learning anything new, and I was not interested in that sector also.
Hmm.
So then I realized that I have to take a step, and but the only good thing is once if I start, I'll do it sincerely. I don't get any disturbances, distractions, and all. I mean, I don't go that side. If I start anything, I'll do it with most sincerity.
Very good, sir. Very good. It was really nice talking to you. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आपसे बातें करके. बस एक लास्ट हम लोग एंड करेंगे कि I want to ask you that what is your line of motivation? Like, what made you? There must be some quote or a positive thought that you want to share with the aspirants so that वो भी इस लंबे रास्ते को, बिकॉज हम लोग भी जानते हैं सर, ये जो एग्जामिनेशन है इट टेक्स अ लॉन्ग टाइम, इट्स नॉट सो इजी. वी आर टॉकिंग, हाँ, बिकॉज वी हैव अचीव्ड इट, बट अब हम लोग इस चीज को नहीं बोल सकते. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक द मैसेज शुड गो टू द एस्पिरेंट्स दैट कि ये चीज को फॉलो करना, इट विल बी हेल्पिंग यू थ्रू योर जर्नी? कैन यू टेल?
I have read a beautiful sentence somewhere. That's in Hindi. Jaan laga do ya jaane do. I believe in that because if you are doing it sincerely, you will find a way to achieve it. I mean, if you are not sincere, you will always find some excuses. I mean, you should always have the courage to accept the failure. But if you are not sincere, you will always find some excuses for your failures. So be sincere to yourself. You will definitely succeed.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके. एंड ऐसे ही इंटरव्यूज हम लोग और लाते रहेंगे. आई होप आपको भी अच्छा लगा हो. आप अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करिए, किस तरीके का लगा आपको.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity to share my journey.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. एंड इस मुश्किल घड़ी में स्टूडेंट्स, आप लोगों को भी कहना चाहता हूँ कि कोविड में अपना ख्याल रखिए और मास्क लगा के ही अगर कहीं भी जाना है तो रहिए. अपने परिवार का ख्याल रखिए. ऐसे ही इंटरव्यूज हम लोग और लाते रहेंगे. वीडियो अगर पसंद आया हो तो लाइक ज़रूर करिएगा, अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर ज़रूर करिएगा. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा सर आपसे बात करके. और
Yes,
तब
sir,
तक के
even I'm
लिए
feeling the
और
same.
आगे आप लोगों के लिए सेशंस लाते रहेंगे. थैंक यू. बाय बाय. हैव अ नाइस डे.
Thank you,
थैंक यू
sir.
सर.